Black August. I'm glad to be here for Black August.
The Black August tradition originated in the concentration camps of California to honor fallen freedom fighters Jonathan Jackson, George Jackson, William Christmas, James McClain, and Katari Gaulden.
George was our superstar, but when I became aware of George, I had already been struggling for 2 or 3 years. Malcolm X is actually my person that influenced me most of all, right? But George Jackson and his internationalism, he joined the Black Panther Party. He was one of our field marshals. And throughout the prison system, from coast to coast, he was known among prisoners. And his books, Blood in My Eye, was read all over. The Soledad Brothers first, though. Initially, a funny story is initially prisoners were using Soledad Brothers because he had a number of love letters in there to Angela Davis, and they were putting their names on the letters and sending it to their significant others outside the sound revolutionary, right? But eventually, just reading all that stuff, people actually start learning. The Black Guerrilla family was being developed to defend the Black prisoners in the prison system against attacks from the white racist, white supremacists, against the Latinos, etc. There was just all of this division in the prison. So they were fighting back with guerrilla warfare. What we did in Maryland was we decided to kind of like try to walk down the middle. One, we would protect ourselves. Two, if necessary, we would ride. But we wanted to organize, and so we organized labor unions, we organized educational stuff, we organized to try to empower the individuals. But George is the end of a long line of people.
The Soledad Brothers, right? And the repression in the California state prisons that took place, in the 60s and 70s and still takes place today. And Jonathan Jackson, who, in March of 1970, was a part of an effort to try to free Soledad Brothers and other folks that were in the prison, taking hostage a judge as a revolutionary act to challenge the system that had caused so much repression.
And I'm going to invoke the name of Nat Turner now, because that rebellion also happened in August. The reason why we took August and named it Black August is to recognize some of the resistance. It's resistance that most of us don't even know, because there was always this effort to show that we wanted to be accepted in America and we wanted to become part of America. And I maintain that from day one, we've always resisted, we've always rebelled, we always tried to maintain our human dignity, and all of that information has always been swept under the rug because no one wants you, at least people in power, don't want you to understand that you have a legitimate right to rebel, to resist, to maintain your humanness, your dignity, and so on. So Black August was actually taken by the movement, liberation movement, and other movements to say that there's a significant thread of struggle throughout our whole entire existence here, and we don't want that lost. It's not just about the Peanut Man and Black History Month. It's about who we are as a people and how we maintain our human dignity. And so when you start looking, you'll see all kinds of events that's occurred that we recognize and we celebrate.
Black August is also a time to fast, refocus on commitments to free or at least communicate with political prisoners, and to further organize for political struggle.
These people are Assata Shakur, Sunyata Kohli, Herman Bell, the San Francisco 8, Matulu Shakur, Mumia Abu-Jamal.
Some of you out there may think that we're talking about something that's old, something that's not relevant. Some of you may think that the government and the police and the FBI are no longer thinking about our freedom fighters. A little more than a year ago, the government sent us a clear message by putting a $1 million bounty on the head of Assata Shakur, wanted dead or alive.
all people understand what a political prisoner is. Why people are in prison because of their political activities, because of their political beliefs. Then they will understand why it's important to support political